But like, you're supposed to like justify like sticking around because like doing like saying that life is shitty is like somehow like selfish to say. Like you're a selfish person if you can't find something to enjoy about life. Like if you can't find something to do to entertain yourself and keep yourself busy and clown around, like me personally, I just feel like a fucking fool. Like my existence is like pointless. I literally exist to just like, I don't know, to work, to do stuff. I'm here to do things. I don't know what those things are or what I need to be doing or why on earth I need to do it in the first place. But like you and me and everybody else did not choose to be born. You simply are a product of two people's, like somebody else's choices. So you want to like have that argument with yourself about like free will or like whatever, but you don't have free will. You have zero choice over life. You don't have that choice. You never got to choose. Like if you were born or if you were born as like a boy or a girl. That's like very common nowadays. There are people who like they're like, I'm supposed to be a boy. That's strange to me. But whatever. That's not my issue. But frankly, that's like a thing. So there are a lot of people who I think would resonate with what I'm saying right now. You didn't have that choice. You weren't given the choice. So like it's almost like you're like you might not even like you're just like not meant to be here. You're just like not meant to be who you are. You want to be something else. You want to be somewhere else. You want to be something else. But we're supposed to like I've heard plenty of things about like gratitude and like what like journaling and meditation is supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to like make you a more stable, like mentally stable person. It like I can tell you why you would think that. You can try journaling and I'll tell you why for a brief moment why you might think it's helpful. Because you're literally just like in the same way that I'm making this video right now, you're just doing something. You're just simply expressing an action as a means of distracting yourself from the nonsense that is happening in your mind and in your life. So you can sit down and breathe. And like there's supposed to be like studies will show that like it has like a neurological effect on your mind. It's supposed to make you like more stable if you sit down and breathe. But it's probably because most people don't actually like breathe deeply enough. Like your mind and your body, like your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, and that's why you're not happy. You just need to give your brain more oxygen. You just need to use your brain more. You need to make your brain happy. If you want to be happy, you need to feed your brain. Because happiness comes from your brain. That's if you care about being happy. But me, on the other hand, I don't really care for happiness. It's more because at this point, I just don't think that that's like a sustainable thing for me. I don't think I can really just like be happy all the time. I don't think that's realistic. Me, I'd just rather not be stressed out. I just don't want to be stressed out all the time. I hate being miserable, and I'm sure a lot of people can understand that. Like, nobody likes being miserable. You're not like, oh my gosh, I'm so miserable today. Like, I love it. It's like the best thing ever. No, I don't think you're going to enjoy that. And frankly, it's not all that. I'm just not really sure like what's left. Like what I still have yet to achieve. Like what is it that I still haven't experienced? Like what has the world, what is it that the world has yet to show me to like keep me like wanting to continue? And then you're like, oh my gosh, but like maybe I want to have like kids and like a family. And that's like a very nice sentiment. It's a very cute idea. But the only problem with that is like you have to be like a narcissistic sociopath to think that like, you know what? I need to clone myself. And then me as a very like developed, mature human being, I'm going to raise that. I'm going to like make it into something great. It's going to benefit me, my significant other, and society as a whole if we poop out a little weirdo. Another one. I just think it's strange. I generally think that the idea of like having children is like the strangest thing ever. I used to think it was very normal. But like the longer I've been like the more days that go by, the stranger I seem to think of I seem to think it. I'm like I just can't honestly understand like why anyone would ever have kids unless they're just like by accident. I just don't know why you would ever make that choice because it's not easy. It's really fucking hard. Having kids is really fucking hard. It's not easy. I'm sure there's a lot of like there's a like my my cousins or my cousin and her husband, they have two kids now. And they're very cute. They're little weirdos and I like having them around. But frankly, like if I were to have to like, you know, like I'm not their parents. Like I just get to like show up and just be like, "Ha, look at you, blah blah blah." And they're like, "Oh, hey, it's uncle." And then I leave, you know? It's like I don't have to like take care of them. I don't have to raise them. I just like, you know, I just get to see them here and there. And it's like it's just kind of strange because it's just like they're like little people. It's like a puppy, you know? You're just like, "Oh wow, it's tiny. Look at their little toes." But then I'm just like, I wouldn't want to do that. I used to think that like I would probably be a pretty good dad, but at this point in my life, I'm just like, no, definitely not. Like I am such a mess. Like I don't think there's like any specific quality about me that would make me like parent material. Had to get a little bit of water. And frankly, I'd probably say like that's the case for most people. They might think that like, oh my gosh, like I'd be like such a good dad or I'd be such a good mom. But like, what is it that you think like about you would be like what do you think you're that ready? But the thing is like Um, it's kind of like against your biology to not want to have children. You're fighting nature by not wanting to reproduce. Because like, me specifically, as a guy, the innate urge to not to have children, but to just like, like engage in some sort of like sexual activity